Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us here today at Bitcoin Exchange. My name is Jay, and I wanted to answer one of the questions that was asked about, can you tell us the difference between a pyramid scheme and a multi-level marketing matrix? And absolutely, that's what this video is about. I wanted to kind of go through some of the history of this real quickly. Number one, back in the 70s when I was a young boy, there were companies coming out like Amway and Avon and Shackley and a bunch of different companies that were utilizing what they termed then as a pyramid scheme. And it wasn't the people selling the product that called it a scheme. It was the people that were not comfortable with the way that the marketing structure was set up called this a scheme. And back in the 70s, there was a lot of things going on, savings and loan issues and different things that were causing a lot of people to withdraw from any kind of opportunity that was new to them. Unfortunately, when you have a lack of knowledge of some product, it's within human nature to resist it or to fight it or to challenge it or to strike out against it. We often attack what we don't understand, and so we attacked that back in the 70s. And again, as we grew as a society here in the United States, and as I grew as a child into an adult, I come to understand the difference between a pyramid scheme, if you would, and a multi-level marketing matrix. Now, understand a couple things here before we get into the drawings behind me. If I had a product and I was struggling to get out there and sell the product and make my name into the marketplace, whatever product, and I sold, maybe 10, 15 products a week, and I was struggling to make finances. I got a great product, but I'm struggling to make this thing happen. And if you know anything about business, 90% of the businesses that are started usually go out of business within the first 6 to 12 months. Of the 10% that make it through the first 12 months, about 70% of those 10 will be gone within the next 2 to 3 years. So there's a lot of things happening to try and get up off the ground and get this thing moving. So if I'm selling, maybe 5, 10 products a week, and I'm making $5 to $10 off each product, I'm making, anywhere from $25 to $50 a week off of my product back in the 70s. Not a lot of money, not a great source of income. But if I had people that were connected to me, that I networked out, and in the 70s, the pyramid was the way that it was set up. To where I had 2 people and they all got people involved, and we created this marketing where now I've got 100 people selling 4 or 5 products for me every week. Now I'm selling 500 products a week, and I'm making $2,500 a week. So it was a wonderful opportunity to vastly change the dynamics of a company. But there was a lot of systemic corruption. There is a lot of systemic corruption yet today. And so people are looking at multi-level marketing opportunities as scams, schemes, Ponzi schemes, and different things like this. So I wanted to kind of throw this out and let you know that there is truth to scams, and there is systemic corruption in every society, virtually tied to any currency. But when you're dealing with Bitcoin and Ethereum and other cryptocurrencies, they're certainly not exempt from that. But you need to be a little bit more educated and made aware of the difference between a pyramid scheme and a multi-level marketing schematic or matrix, if you would. So let me just get in behind here. This is a pyramid scheme back in the 70s where you've got one man at the top and he has people under them. They have 3 or 4 people under them, and the people down here, the little guy down here, is making all the effort to sell the product, but all the profit is making its way up to this one particular person. And that was what was distasteful in the 70s about some of the new marketing opportunities that were coming out, is that people quickly realized, the guys down here doing all the work are making all the effort, are making very little money, but the guy at the top is making all of the money, and therefore this is a scheme, and you need to stay away from it. Well, let's take a look at this. This is really also known as a corporate ladder. This is a corporate ladder. Because what happens is you got, let's go with McDonald's. You've got Ray Kroc. Then you've got his 2 executive officers. Then you have their 4 district managers. Then you have there's several assistant managers or store managers. And then you get down to the people that are actually taking the orders and flipping the burgers. These guys are making a minimum wage. I used to work at McDonald's as a child. These guys are making minimum wage. I can remember, my goodness, flipping 64 quarter pounders. They called it a 64 turn. You had 64 quarter pounders going. When you turned those, you laid 64 more. It was insane. I was making $3.85 an hour, if you could believe that, flipping hamburgers for Ray Kroc. Okay, here you go. So the guys down here are making all the effort and very little money, but this is a corporate ladder. Can you see the rungs of the ladder? This is a corporate ladder that you're seeing in every corporation made. Every one of them, all the money funnels its way up to the top. That is a pyramid. Is it illegal? No. Is it a bad thing? It could be, or it could be okay, depending on what you are looking to achieve in life. But there's a difference between a pyramid and a multi-level matrix. A multi-level matrix, let's say this is you, and you're in a 2x2 matrix. So you have two people that are underneath you, and they have two people underneath them. And then these two people have two people under them, and so on, and you get down to down the matrix, down far enough, you're going to see hundreds of people underneath you. However, all the money's not flowing up to you. It's evenly distributed out through the matrix, and the fact that, let me explain. Let's say, excuse me for just a minute, let me get a marker. Let's say this guy right here just starts blowing the doors off this thing, and he is hiring, or not hiring, he is signing up or recruiting hundreds of people underneath him. You with me? Okay, and these guys are doing just the same. So he could blow out, let's say this one particular person has 85 people, let's make it 85 people underneath him or her. This guy over here may have just one. This person in a multi-level matrix will be making more money than this person because he has more underneath his direct line than this particular person does. And yes, it does kind of form a pyramid if you look at it that way, but the process is much different. This man can be making a whole lot more money than this guy and this guy here. This guy here, he's only getting off what he has off of each leg. This guy has multiple sources on both legs. It is very possible for the people that are coming into a multi-level matrix to do every bit as well financially as the people three above them. Especially if this guy's got a whole team underneath him and this guy only has 2 or 3 people, this person here only has 2 or 3 people on one side, and they've done nothing over here. It's a big question mark. What's going on over here? This person below him is going to be doing much more financially than this person above him because they're not recruiting or they're not reaching out and duplicating or anything along those lines. So the difference between a pyramid scheme, if you would, and a multi-level matrix is huge. And it's important for you to understand that because in this Bitcoin industry, there are opportunities that are out there that do involve a binary system where you can make extra money besides the passive income, whatever that may be. So I just wanted to go through that and explain to you the difference and answer the question, the difference between a pyramid scheme and a multi-level market matrix or a binary. Okay? Do me a favor, shout out a comment to me, throw out a comment to me if you would. Let me know that you're liking these videos and what questions I can answer for you. Hit the subscribe button down there and stay with our team. The whole vision of Bitcoin Exchange is to help you make a lot of money with cryptocurrencies. This is Jay with Bitcoin Exchange. Thanks for watching.